A big warm welcome back to Ponsforge International Sports Centre. We are looking forward to session 1B. This is our remaining heats in every single event. Once again, well, our swimmers are just finishing their warm downs right now. We get underway in about 10 minutes time. As ever, we say a massive thank you to our volunteers, 200 of them across this weekend, giving us 2,000 hours of service. Plenty of those behind the scenes that you never see as well, but also a big thank you to our very special event partners.
If you're doing BUCS, you should be at AmeriCamp next summer.
And there are our very special partners. So many people go into making sure these events can go ahead. And we thank every single one of them. In this session, we've got the remaining heats then. We've already had the fastest heats in all of our events today. Session 1B is where we conclude them. It is to remind you the 200 metre freestyles, the 100 metre backstrokes, we've got the 100 butterflies, the 50 breaststrokes, the 200 metre individual medleys and the 4x1 medley relays. So it shouldn't be a too huge of a session. Our finals come up from 5 p.m. And I tell you what, it's pretty busy in here now, inside Ponds Forge. And it'll be even busier and louder for that session tonight when we get the medal presentations at the end of. Got to get those winners first, something we're very excited about. Dan Whiffen has told us, not me personally, told us apparently that he is going for a world record tonight in the 1500 metre freestyle. We will look forward to that with bated breath. We've already had one BUCS record earlier on this morning. What else are we going to be entertained by? Just in lane 4 right now, you might see somebody lying on the pool deck, and they are just measuring the length of the pool, interestingly. And everything seems to be okay. Hopefully no delay to our proceedings. Do they look like confident faces to you? Is the pool the right length? I think we're okay. And a few of our fantastic officials poolside too. They really don't get the recognition they deserve here year after year, giving us their time. And again, plenty behind the scenes that you never even see in the timing suite, as well as all the BUCS staff. It's a lot of cogs to make this machine work. And like myself, if you're just watching this at home, we just get to sit and enjoy it. So officially we get underway at 12:40 with that 200 metre freestyle. There'll be 4 heats in that opening event. We've already seen heats 4, 5, 6 and 7. And this event, of course, the BUCS Long Course Championship, part of the BUCS Swimming Series, alongside the Short Course and the Team Championship. And also a part of an even bigger event, the BUCS Nationals, which is across these 3 days. It's not just swimming going on. There are 5 other sports being taken part at the same time. There are indoor athletics, badminton, climbing, karate and fencing, everything being streamed for you. You can watch anything you like. But maybe just stick with us, because I think we're in for a great afternoon and great night. And yeah, Tyler, online, you're absolutely right. If there's going to be a world record attempt, we need to make sure the pool is 50 metres. Well, that is coming up tonight, not in this session. That'll be from 5 p.m. onwards. So plenty of time to wait and plenty to watch in between. And apparently St Andrews are ready to deliver more surprise packages. Oh, the lights have just come on. I thought it was quite dark in here. The racing lights have been turned up, saving some kilowatts and a few pennies during the warm-up session. Now, ahead of proceedings, we have a very special award to announce here, and we're going to watch it on the stream too. So, BUCS swimming events involve a huge amount of hard work behind the scenes, as we know, and many of our team are committed volunteers who come along year in, year out to support the swimming programme. One couple who stays hidden away in the timing suite for most of the time have been attending for no less than 3 decades, and this afternoon we want to honour that. Many coaches on poolside today, not to mention the meet director, swam at these events when this couple first started volunteering. This was back at a time when long and short course events were smaller and would move around the country from Darlington to Weston-super-Mare and eventually settled here in Sheffield. Now, they started working at these events back in an era when the majority of results were processed completely manually. Every swimmer had a card for each of their own individual events, and these hard cards had to be posted in a box by athletes in order to declare the intention to swim. These cards were marked, by heat and lane number, and later for the finals, the swimmers would manually take these cards and give them to the timekeepers to record their time. These times from every single swim would be manually recorded onto the system, from which results would be created. They have supported many BUCS and BUCS events staff over the years in their roles, and have been a driving force in the development of the swimming events over those years. From being the first BUCS sport to include para events in their programme, to taking the champions from an event where you might see athletes in fancy dress in the pool, to events where you see British records broken, and now Olympians and world champions compete alongside those who wish to continue swimming and represent their university whilst they study. BUCS would like to formally extend their thanks to Ray and Linda Gordon for all their hard work and acknowledge their dedicated service and support. With this, recognition of services to BUCS Swimming Award. Please join us in showing your appreciation for Ray and Linda Gordon, whether in the venue or at home. And truly well deserved. Nobody deserves it more, do they? Over 3 decades of service to BUCS events, for the love of the competition. There's some gifts there, a little glass presentation too, and some photos with members of the team that they've helped and worked alongside and supported. And then one just for the couple of them too. And that is Ray and Linda Gordon. We thank them sincerely. And now they'll probably go back to work because they do not stop.
So a few minutes from starting session 1B today, and we have remaining heats.
Right, now we are just moments away from getting underway with session 1B. Our remaining heats in every single event we've already seen this morning, barring the 1500 metre freestyles. They'll be in the finals session later on. So lots of heats and racing to come. Do feel free to drop in any messages into the YouTube chat box. Who are you supporting? Where are you watching from? And if you can, what heat they're racing into. Whatever you do, don't just say, especially go Dan, because we had one race earlier with 3 Dans in, all representing Birmingham too. So the more specific you can be, the better. However, we do have a Go Amy, thank you Laura, but I can tell that is, I'm going to make an assumption here, it's Amy Sewell for Durham. Also from Madeline saying Go Amy. And they will be our first race of this session. And look at that, we're underway pretty much absolutely bang on. Oh, hang on, Amy's got an absolutely trooper followers here. Okay, this is a new record. 5 people saying Go Amy. Well, the pressure's on Amy Sewell now for Durham. Blimey. So we have Tegan Say for Kent in lane number 3. Morgan Gaskell French of UCLAN in 4. Amy Sewell for Durham in 5. And Amy Mackenzie for Leeds Beckett in 6. An indication of where we're going. Entry times all between 2:24 and 2:27. We always take the entry times just as a guide. A rough idea of where they might be heading for a finishing time. Can be several seconds either side, of course. Amy Sewell will lead, and there'll be cheers at home for this. To the halfway stage, 109.01, 0.9 of a second clear of Amy McKenzie for Leeds Beckett and Morgan and Tegan, but not much between them. We're going to see 4 heats in this opening event, 200 free, and then 5 for the gents as well. And Sewell will only extend her lead through 150. It was 0.9, and it's now almost 3 clear seconds. I can hear them at home. I can hear Dylan. I can hear Madeline. It will be most definitely the purple cap of Durham and Amy Sewell to take our first heat of the day. Not the day, the session. I told you it was hot in here. What's her time going to be? Her entry time, 2:25. And well, that is going to be a new PB as well as a heat win, 2:23.72 for Sewell, representing Durham. Kent's Tegan Say, 2:27.64. And Morgan Gaskell French, 2:29.27. Amy McKenzie just falling back at the end there in the last 50 metres. And that is one heat done and dusted. Heat number 2 should have a full complement of 10 in this one. Just noticing, my word, lane number 2, that's Jessica Stevens for Cardiff Met. She's been painted, her entire both arms painted red and blue. And parts of her back as well, and she's got wings on. Blimey. Anyway, from lane 0, Imogen Holbrook, Katie Roscoe, the painted Jessica Stevens, Clara McAllister, Marisa Hadjitofis, Hannah Tate, Ella Pemberton, Emily Pilton, Evelyn Selkeld and Grace Maskell. And Marisa Hadjichristofis for Imperial, 30.51 opening 50. And we've got some more messages. We got Go Grace for Durham. We've got some supporting Imperial. Well, Imperial lead right now. And also Go Blorange, which I'm guessing is a Manchester Met because it's MMU. Hadjichristofis for Imperial is leading by example from Heat 1 and really going for this one. Her entry time, 2:19.6. She's fastest on paper. That's, of course, why she's in lane number 4. But it's only by 0.4 of a second. Clara McAllister and Hannah Tate both with 2:20s coming in. And it's Hannah Tate who's in a fairly comfortable second right now. On the outside lane, in number 9, Grace Maskell doing very nicely for Durham. She's in 3rd place. That might be unexpected. Grace will be chased all the way though by Hannah Tate and Ella Pemberton in lanes 5 and 6. But into our final dozen metres here, and nobody is going to catch Marisa Hadjichristofis for Imperial. A pretty commanding win. And a time of 2:18.45. Very nice indeed. New PB by over a second for Marisa. And Clara McAllister, Ella Pemberton, Hannah Tate. Outside lanes, Imogen Holbrook, then Grace Maskell just falling back from 50 metres to swim. Very tight times, mind. And those times are confirmed on our in-venue scoreboard. They've turned blue, which is what we want to see. And on to heat number 3. Going to watch Izzy Crocker, Lucy Russell, Yoshi Naik, Amelia Esch, Claire Thompson, Millie Galgani, Emma Evans, Lois Davies, Jessica Miller, Ray Strapanex and Lucianne Cunliffe. Entry times all sub 2:19 now, as we get a little bit quicker. Millie Galgani of Leeds Beckett is the quickest with a 2:16.10. However, look at this as we come in to the halfway mark. Difficult to separate between 5, really. Galgani and Evans just out in front. No, it's Jessica Miller for Exeter by 4/100ths. And we've had one swimmer stop, sadly. Lois Davies for Cardiff Met in 6. Hope she's okay. And here comes Emma Evans making a move on Millie Galgani. Halfway leader Jessica Miller still up there. And they'll head for home. 5/100ths of a second between Evans and Thompson, then Miller, Galgani, Strepanex. Oh, is she going to hold on, or is somebody going to make a move here? Looking good, isn't she, Emma Evans, representing Southampton. But back comes Jessica Miller. And here comes Claire Thompson as well in 3. They're going to catch our leader, but they're going to put a good fight up towards the end there. It will be Evans 2:18.09, Miller 2:19.44. And Claire Thompson 2:20. Great noise here in the venue too. Some real good cheers when those girls hit the finish line. Not quite at their very best, those times. They've all gone again, sort of sub 2:18, 2:19, especially in the middle. Even Emma Evans with a 2:18.09. Her entry was 2:16.3. And this is heat number 4 coming up. We've got Olivia Humphrey, Abby Davison, Sophie Lawrence, Katie Leary, Francesca Whiting, Amelia Mardell, Neve Hutchinson, Amelia Peters, Imogen Jackson and Rebecca Auger. Two swimmers at least being supported in this one. Go Sophie Lawrence, says London Ashobo. This is on the YouTube chat. And Georgia and Guy Jackson. Go Imo for Pompey. That's Imogen Jackson in lane number 8. Amelia Mardell for Aberdeen now. She leads alongside Sophie Lawrence, one of the aforementioned. In fact, it's tied I was going to say this is very close. It's tied, 103.67 for Lawrence and Mardell. Oxford and Aberdeen being represented at the front. In between them in 3 and 4, it's Katie Leary and Francesca Whiting. Amelia Mardell's entry time, 2:13, and Sophie Lawrence, it was 2:13.9. And that is being repeated in the pool here. 25 metres for someone to pull away. And at the moment, it looks like Amelia Mardell for Aberdeen. I'll happily be proven wrong as they come towards the line, though. This will be right on the touch. The advantage is just with Mardell, a 2:11.38 and a 2:11.83. Two fantastic times there. Both of them absolutely smashing their personal bests. Even Katie Leary for Exeter, she finished third in 2:14.82, outside her PB. But the top two pulling or pushing each other along. And well done to them. Those times are official. That's at least 2 new personal bests. And you see the great support at poolside for every single race. As always, their teammates or fellow students somewhere cheering someone on. Now on to the open male 200 metre freestyle. We've got George Richenberg for Bristol, his teammate Will Morris next door in 4, and in 5 Enrico Vittori representing Imperial. The entry times for all 3 of these guys, this is where we sort of raise the question mark. It's because they've all come in with exactly 2:09.00. So obviously that's quite unlikely, but when they're qualifying they can give a time they're capable of. So that time may not have been set in a particular other event as such, but done in training. And Will Morris, one of our 2 Bristol athletes, he is certainly looking like going a lot quicker than 2:09 here. Enrico Vittori and George Richenberg separated by just, well, about a second and a half. We're going to see 5 heats in this event. We've already seen heats 6, 7 and 8 earlier on this morning. If you want to go back and watch any of those heats from earlier on, the faster heats, that is available on the BUCS YouTube channel. And there's 2:04.91. Wow, that's a lot quicker than his entry time. 4.1 seconds quicker. Vittori 2:08.63, he goes quicker as well. And George Richenberg just outside his own. All those times confirmed. Next up, heat number 2. From lane 0, Arcadis next, James Howard, Uga Mustafa, James Edwards, David Fletcher, Georgios Manopoulos, Adam Drew, Owen Johnson and Cameron Sutty. Should see all 10 times here under 2:10. Everyone capable of a sub 2:9 on the qualifying times. David Fletcher, 2:06.7, puts him in lane 4, but as you can clearly see, it's Adam Drew, in fact, who leads 58.57 to halfway. That's fast. And Owen Johnson, 1:93. That was more like we were expecting. 1:01.84 from Uga Imam Mustafa. And he's not letting up. There's Owen Johnson. Adam Drew, sorry. It's Owen Johnson to his left-hand side is doing the chasing. And also in lane number 2, Uga Umar Mustafa. They've just swapped places, those two. About a metre or so to separate them. But our leader, Adam Drew, from the off, led from the start. The man from Durham, 2:07.5 his entry time. And he's going to beat that by 3 seconds or so. 2:05.43, new personal best for Drew. And then, oh, look at this. They were close all the way, weren't they? Imam Mustafa comes back to take second place from James Howard. That swapped a couple of times. And Owen Johnson, Georgios Manolopoulos for Imperial. And Cameron Sutty just strolling in. There's something might be wrong here, but he's admirably finished out the heats. And those times are made official. Now heat number 3. You are watching from lane 1, because there's no lane 0. Nick Skelton, Emma Thomas, Will Timmins, Chris Moodley, Jevon Penny, Henry Knight, Sandy Jarvis, Oliver Nielsen and Owen Harding. Entry times now into the very low 2 minutes, so 2:03s for Chris Moodley and Jevon Penny, both of those representing Manchester. Emma Thomas, 2:04.6, Henry Knight, 2:04.5. Will Timmins, 57.06. Henry Knight, 57.91. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swimmers sub 60 seconds to halfway. And it's the red cap of Will Timmins and Birmingham. Just a couple of lanes up from the bottom of your screen there. He's going to lead through 100, he'll lead through 150. It's Henry Knight for Sheffield Hallam that will lead the chase. And Sandy Jarvis, Nick Skelton, Chris Moodley. So anything sub 2:03, new personal best. And he's got 25 metres to swim, he's got 20 seconds to do it in. Looking very good indeed. Could he potentially go sub 2 minutes here? 5 metres, no, he's just going to miss out on that, but it will be close. Yeah, 2:01.38. New PB for Will Timmins. Likewise, Henry Knight, 2:02.89. Not where Chris Moodley or Jevon Penny wanted to finish, 4th and 6th. Sandy Jarvis ahead of them for Southampton, 2:04.39. Well done, Will Timmins. 2:01.38. His entry was a 2:03.6. Those times made official, and we'll go into heat number 4.
Zero is Finley Jones Wright for Edge Hill. In 1, Matthew Bachelor for Exeter. Joshua Vance of Nottingham is in 2. 3, Maximum Shaw for Nottingham. 4, Luke Barton for Nottingham Trent. 5, Jonathan Mullet for Durham. Ryan Coulthard for Cardiff Nets is in 6. 7, Daniel Stevens is in 3.
For Finley Jones Wright, Matt Batchelor, Joshua Vance, Max Shaw, Luke Barton, Jonathan Mullet, Ryan Coulthard, Dan Stevens, James Dakin and Willem Costa. Now, sorry Luca on the YouTube chat, Owen Harding, a shout out for him. Just missed that one on the last heat. Going for a national record with a negative split. Didn't quite happen, sorry Luca. But we appreciate every word of support. And Caitlin's excited to see Tom Balshaw swim later in the 50 breaststroke. Go banger. Oh, Caitlin's very active on the chat. We always get a few. Thank you, Caitlin. And back they come in Southern and 2. It's Dan Stevens for Surrey and Josh Vance for Nottingham. They will go toe-to-toe into the last few metres. It will go to Lane Southern. 2 minutes and 54 hundredths for Dan Stevens. Just over half a second back, Joshua Vance. James Dakin for Leeds. All happening nearer the outer side lanes again. Luke Barton and Jonathan Mullet. Fastest on paper, but 5th and 6th in the heat. One more heat to come. And thank you to Lydia Mortarboys on the YouTube chat box. She's excited for my Winchester girls' last races before leaving uni. So give us a shout out, Lydia, exactly when they're racing, and we'll do another one. A short delay getting that last heat confirmed on the scoreboard here, but we are now good and we can go into heat number 5. Swimmers are ready, officials are ready, starters ready. Jeremy Williams, Jack Pallant, James Lauder, Jimmy Taylor, Maxwell Adams, Michael Flynn, Jacques Boncel, Yesser Hassan, Max Anderson-Loke and George Kelman-Johns. And now we take a big old jump because every single entry time is sub 2 minutes. Maxwell Adams 1:55.8, well under 2 minutes. George Kelman-Johns in lane 9, 23-year-old for Gloucester, S14 swimmer. His entry 1:59. It's the light blue cap of Cambridge's Jacques Boncel that is going to leaders through 100 metres. In 8, Max Anderson-Loke going nicely too. All these times fly in. Jimmy Taylor, 57 seconds, 0.29 back. Maxwell Adams. So for the third heat in succession, the central 2 lanes, which are always our fastest swimmers, are being led from the outer lanes. Now it's Max Anderson-Loke ahead of Jacques Boncel. It's switched. Keep your eye on 3, 2. That's Jimmy Taylor. And still Flynn and Adams with lots of work to do. Now, this is going to be the last 15 metres to enjoy. Jacques Boncel, Max Anderson-Loke is going to swatch back again. It is, you know. Well, well, well. He led at 100. Anderson-Loke led at 150. And Jacques Boncel leads when it matters at 200. 156.86 over 157.22. Best of the rest, Jimmy Taylor. 157.93. So Jacques Boncel, his PB was 156.30. So not quite as quick. He can go a little bit quicker when he takes heat number 5. And that concludes our 200 freestyle. All we've got later on is the finals for that now. And we're going to move on to the female 100 metre backstroke. Now, can we get these backstroke ledges in? Let's have a look. There's no backstroke ledge on lane number 1. Oh, here it comes. To quote a line from Eminem, don't get it twisted. Oh, nails it first time. Top quality backstroke ledging that. Now, how many swimmers do we have here? Is it just the 3? Yes, it is. So in lane 3, Amy Mackenzie for Leeds Beckett. In 4, Evie Richards for Newcastle. And in 5, Freya Goddard representing Kent. Catherine Senior says, go Bangor. And Lydia says, go Bronte up the Winchester. Caitlin, go Bangor. Caitlin's back. And there's also a little bit of rivalry here now. I hope Leeds beat Leicester tonight. I'm staying completely neutral in this one. I haven't actually seen my university represented yet. University West of England. Alumni. I don't even think we had a swimming pool, to be honest. So already, just 100 metres, of course, Evie Richards for Newcastle is going to lead the way through. She came in with a 1:17, which she's going to beat by about 6 seconds or so. Definitely going under. 1:13.55, just slowed down in the last 10 metres there. Then will be Freya Goddard for Kent. 1:22.75. And Amy Mackenzie for Leeds Beckett, 1:27.36. We will see 5 heats in this event. And then for the boys, we'll also see 5. In fact, 5 is a very popular number. Oh, unfortunately, a DQ for Amy Mackenzie in that first heat. Heat number 2 coming up. And this should have 9 swimmers in this one. And we do. Fantastic. Jasmine Campbell, Holly Lumsden, Carolina Kikuchi, Amy Doyle, Katie Roscoe, Elizabeth Russell, Daisy Hanby-Tracy, Leia Ravanetti and Kate Wren.
Sheffield,
1:15s and 1:16s across the board here on the qualifying times. And by the time we get to heat number 5, we're down into the sub-110s. But always remember here, we have had the fastest 3 heats earlier on today. Just to give you an idea, in the women's 100 back, they were swimming very close to 1 minute. In fact, Lauren Cox, 59.8 her entry time earlier on today. So it is absolutely not impossible for any of these swimmers to, if they swim the qualifying time, get into the final. But they're pretty much wrapped up after those 3 fastest heats. Lovely swim from Elizabeth Russell. 1:14.86. In fact, forgive me, Jasmine Campbell, 1:13.64. She's actually just obscured, my view is ever so slightly obscured of lane 0. So Jasmine Campbell, I apologise, Northumbria, heat winner, 1:13.64. Which is over 3 seconds off her personal best. Wonderful. Heat number 3. Last couple of swimmers just making their way out of the pool. And we can see the names here. We've got Daisy Elstone, Hannah Elvidge, Elise McQueenie, Laura Chisholm, Jocelyn McKenzie, Ella Moffat, Daisy Widdowson, Amelie Smith, Bronte Jordan and Emily Tatum. .112s and 1:13s. We've got Go Daisy at Durham, Go Bronte up the Winchester. So Bronte's here in lane number 8. And Tyler's just let me know that UWE, University West of England, yeah, I'm not surprised. They've got a great American football campaign so far at 7-0. And in fact, the one thing we were good at UWE was rugby as well. Always had the best rugby team in the country. Quite often rivaled Loughborough. They're good at everything, aren't they? I was captain of the golf team at University West of England, by the way. Just putting that out there. Unbeaten in 3 years. But let's concentrate on swimming. Elise McQueenie for Strathclyde. This is a great swim from McQueenie. She's taken the field apart here. And it's going to be a 1:08.87. Coming in 1:12.5. Almost 4 seconds off her personal best for McQueenie. Wow. Laura Chisholm of Warwick, 1:12.33. And Jocelyn McKenzie of Glasgow, 1:13.83. Those times are confirmed. Unfortunately, Bronte disqualified from lane number 8. No, she had some support online. Not sure of the reason. We can move on to heat number 4. You're going to be watching for the next minute or so. Joanne Neal, Anya Evans, Alexander Brophy, Sarah Coffey, Lisa Thornley, Melissa Byrne, Grace Girling, Evie Barber, Becca Saunders and Lucy Ahern. all qualifying times, 1:10 or 1:11, with some spare change in there too. Lisa Thornley leads at halfway, ahead of Melissa Byrne and Grace Girling. Well, this is going to be a kick for the line. She's just about leading, is Lisa Thornley of Leeds Beckett. Here comes Grace Girling for Liverpool though. Lucy Ahern on the outside also for Liverpool, going nicely. But just pulling away just in time is Lisa Thornley for Leeds Beckett. 1:10.62. That'll do. Beats PB by 0.28 of a second. Grace Girling second for Liverpool, and Lucy Ahern on the outside lane. 1:12.24 for her. There's lots of support for Harriet here behind me. But we haven't got those times confirmed yet from heat number 4, so we can't move on right now. Let's wait and see. When this happens, it generally, I don't want to say oh no, there isn't a DQ, fantastic. It's all confirmed, that's absolutely fine. Thornley, Girling and Ahern, no change at all. Let's go heat 5. Enya Bustgaard, Mia Spencer, Niamh Forshaw, Georgie Mundy, Charlotte Morris, Harriet Finn, Catherine Waters, Natasha Gaeta, Katarina Vanelli-Coral and Heidi Wild. And there's support online for Go Durham and Go Enya the Viking. Well, that can only be Enya Bustgaard in lane 0 right now. Oh, no lane 3 in fact. So no Georgie Munday for East Anglia. This is our final heats in this event for the girls. Harriet Finn, Mia Spencer, Catherine Waters, Charlotte Morris. And Harriet has got plenty of vocal support here in the venue. She's representing Sheffield Hallam, the home team really here. And she's going to take it all the way to the finish line too. I was just keeping my eye there on Catherine Waters of Leeds in 6. She's come through for second place, but 1:09.78 for Charlotte Morris. Very nice indeed. Catherine Waters, and then Harriet Finn. And the Viking Bustgaard just pipped and into 4th position. That concludes our female 100 metre backstroke. Next up, the open male 100 back, and we will see 5 more heats. And the guys are already there, raring to go in heat number 1. 7 swimmers. In fact, there'll be 6, because although we were scheduled to have lane 1, you can see nobody there. No Connor Stewart. We do have Denizan Gonouglu, Charlie Morris, Andreas Stragopoulos, Kevin Chen, Kai Jackson and Alex Hobbs. Alex Hobbs, the 19-year-old from Swansea, S12 category, para swimmer. 1:24.6 his entry. Strategopoulos of Imperial, 1:07.9, fastest on paper in the heats. And back they come already, and it is lane number 6, Kai Jackson of Exeter in the green cap, ahead of Denizhan Gonaluglu of King's College. Following them in 5, Kevin Chen for Imperial, the teammate of Andreas Strategopoulos in 4. 1:04.91 then for Kai Jackson. And that is a massive PB by 3.1 seconds for Kai Jackson. And Denizhan Gonaluglu, 1:06.6, 1:08.2 Chen. Alex Hobbs, the S12 swimmer, his entry time 1:24.6. Going to be outside that. He'll touch home at 1:32.18. Those times are now confirmed. I was just going to say we're waiting for them. They've just popped up in venue. Heat number 2 on the way once we clear the pool. We've got a Go Finley Williams on the online chat. And I mean, talk about putting pressure on somebody, Bobby Reid. Matt Heasley of St Andrews has been dialed in since January for this 100 back. Well, we will wait and see what happens, Bobby. We're going to find out over the next minute. Matt came in with a 1:06 entry. Also got in this heat, you're going to be watching Arkadash next, Carl Savas, Diego Valenti, Ben Overland, Kenneth Wan, Adewole Adekoya, Matt Heasley, Toby Redshaw, Aaron McMahon and Christian Moyano Stephen. Kenneth Wan fastest on paper with a 1:05.8. There is 1 second separating the entire field on qualifying times. Your leader is Kenneth Wan and Toby Redshaw. Christian Moyano Stephen, they're your top 3. Half a second or so separating pretty much the entire field after your leader though. This could go absolutely anywhere other than anyone potentially catching. Juan of Durham in 4, looking comfortable. Cristiano Moyano Stephen going well on the outside in 9, in 3 Ben Overland of Kiel, and in 1 Carl Savas of King's College. And they will not catch Kenneth, 1:04.86. Ben Overland just shy of a second back, 1:05.63, and 1:05.8 for Savas. 1:04.86. Yeah, new PB by almost a second for Kenneth Wan. Now, heat number 3 of 5. Jacob Kitching, Pierre Lem, Tom Betts, Ben Wilkinson, Robbie Wright, Adam Taylor, Tobias Lowe, Robin Carnegie, Frankie Back and Tom Stanbury are going to be competing. Not sure what the delay is. Can't see anything. No, we're okay. We're good to go. There's the whistles. And just a reminder, anyone watching, the full schedule and results can be found on the BUCS website. It's bucs.org.uk. Don't forget to pick up your official New Balance National Stash from the online store, www.bucs-shop.com. And BUCS are incredibly proud to be promoting the Milk Every Moment campaign. A great post-race drink due to its top-notch source of high-quality protein. Visit milkeverymoment.com for more information. In a moment, I will let you know about a little campaign they've got going. You can win £100 this weekend too. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. Because we've got a race to finish here. Adam Taylor ahead of Tobias Lowe and Robin Carnegie. It'll be that order. 103.04, 103.45 and 0.57. Taylor, Lowe, Carnegie. So with the Milk Every Moment campaign, who are one of our very special partners for this championship, pick up a leaflet or find the QR code in the venue here and you can win a £100 voucher of your choice just for completing a short survey. I am going to do it in the next break. So the Milk Every Moment campaign, you can win £100. And a big thank you to, of course, AmeriCamp, who are always with us. You can work at an AmeriCamp summer camp and earn $2,000. You can teach your favourite sports, and you can even get 30 days to travel after you've finished. That is AmeriCamp. They are here in the venue. They're on the balcony. Go and have a chat with them. If you come to the venue this week, please do come and join us. Add to the atmosphere. If you can't, online, absolutely fine. So big thanks as always. New Balance, Milk Every Moment and AmeriCamp, along with our volunteers, everybody here. It all creates the show that we just get to sit back and relax and enjoy. Heat number 4, got George Wise, Kieran Burkett, Ollie Frame, Alex Catton, Tobias Oglesby, Harry Peat, Joseph Giles, Finley Williams, Ollie Bradley and Willem Costa. And now we're getting to the very, very low 1 minutes now. 101.7 for Oglesby and Peat. Everybody is 103.5 or below. How close can somebody go, or even under a minute? In our next heat, we've got 3 qualifiers that have gone sub 60 seconds. Can anybody here join them at the moment? It looks like it might be Harry Peat for Lancaster and Alex Catton for Manchester. The trio down the middle. Here comes Tobias Oglesby. Very late surge from him. A 101.68. And Oglesby does get into second position. He was third with about 5 metres to go. Jumped in there ahead of Alex Catton. Times confirmed 101.68 for Harry Peat. And that is a PB by 2/100ths of a second. They all count. Did you know a glass of milk provides 7.2 grams of protein per 200 ml? Now you know, thanks to Milk Every Moment. Full of stats here. So we're just waiting for Heat 5 to start. Kieran Burkett was the DQ'd in Heat 4, unfortunately. I think that was the delay getting those times confirmed. Some screams of excitement here behind us in the seating area. In Heat 5, we've got Jack Eden, David Pugh, Joel Morley, Liam Brennan, Dominic Morgan, Matthew Hind. We jump to lane 7, we've got Laurie Seymour, Cameron Doran and Daniel Lowe. Now, Jack Eden has got some support here from Timon Chapman. Let's go, my Pookie Bear. Here we go. We're halfway through day one. It's all starting now on the YouTube chat, isn't it? Let's go, my goat Dominic. Says Giddy. I don't know what Snuzzbus is, but there's some support for Dom. Yeah, plenty of support for Dom and Jack Eden in this one. And it is Dominic Morgan for Swansea, who's going to lead the field home. Liam Brennan for Oxford to his side will be the closest challenger. Then comes Joel Morley for Liverpool, John Moore. On the far side, 8 and 9, Cameron Doran and Daniel Lowe having a nice little race together too. But Dom Morgan, Swansea, 58.7. I do like that. And that is a PB by exactly half a second. So well done, Dom. And those all confirmed. Also Liam Brennan going sub 60 seconds, of course, 59.73. And now we are moving on to the butterfly. Officially event 105. And this is heat number 1. And there will be, as I'm sure you can guess, 5 heats here. 5 competitors. Heat number 1, 2. Leah Basakoglu in 2. Emily Ware in 3. Nick Thorne in 4. Natalia Kelsall in 5. And Elizabeth Russell in 6. Aliyah Basakoglu in 2, an S9 para category swimmer representing Nottingham, 1:31.10 entry. The other girls 1:13s and 1:14s, not a lot to separate them at all. There's Natalia Kelsall representing Warwick, leads Newcastle's Elizabeth Russell. Emily Ware and Nick Thorne will battle for 3rd place in the heats. That is a 1:11.24 for Natalia Kelsall, 3 seconds off her personal best. Elizabeth Russell for Newcastle, and then Nick Thorne for Cardiff Met. Emily Ware comes in 1:27, and Aliyah Basakoglu 1:34.02, which is outside her entry time. Just double checking there on the paperwork. So 1 done, 4 more to come. In this one, Anna Fallon, Imogen Holbrook, Kimberly Griffith, Alicia Stevenson, Alex Barrett, Suran Cave, Evie Barber, Lucy Jordan Course, Maisie Lawn, and Rebecca Ramsey. So big lead at halfway for Alicia Stevenson of Cardiff. 1:11 her entry. That will not be a personal best for long. That is going to be shattered over the next 10 metres. In 5, Suran Cave swimming as a guest here. several guests this weekend, lovely to see. And a 106.65. Just about 4.5 seconds off her personal best for Alicia Stevenson. Suzanne Cave, 110.94. And Maisie Lawn for Southampton over in lane number 8. Did nab third place. All those confirmed in venue 2. So we are good to move on to heat number 3. Away we go again. This time, Lily Genner, Shannon Harvey, Madeline Powell, Rebecca Smith, Neve Hutchison, Ella Poole, Alice Bailey Hamilton, Jenny Galloway, Laura Head and Caitlin Oram. Rebecca Smith leads over Alice Bailey Hamilton. It is very interesting to watch and see how long each swimmer spends under the water on the turn, just on the next race. Keep your eye on that as just an observation point. Some will rise to the top of the water very, very quickly. Some will take full advantage of the maximum length they can go underwater. Rebecca Smith of Northumbria, a second win in lane 3 in a row. A 108.63 to boot. Half a second off her personal best. Madeline Powell for Bournemouth, 110.59. And Ella Poole for Durham, 110.9. Now we're flying through these heats now. That's 3 confirmed. And the nice thing is, as long as it's not backstroke, we've got, of course, the over-the-top starts, where we start the next race whilst the swimmers are still in the water, which is completely common. It really does speed up competition. You won't see it in national events such as sort of televised World Championships and things, but it does really help a programme run. This time, Ella Bainbridge, Madison Liddell, Ruby Coyle, Sophie Lawrence, Gabriella Lessing, Emily Simeons, Rosie Smith, Adele McCade, Ella Stevenson, and Kira Taylor. Lessing leads ahead of Lawrence and Ella Bainbridge in lane 0. We've had some great performances from outside lanes this afternoon, haven't we? 1 win and several top 3s, which on paper, lane 0 and lane 9, they are the 9th and 10th fastest in the heat. So to come through and put a performance in, of course we do, it's only a guide, the entry times, but they're generally around about right. On this occasion, it will be lane 3, Sophie Lawrence, 106.5. Ella Bainbridge does take second in lane 0, 106.52. And Gabriella Lessing, a 10th back of Ella Bainbridge. Those times confirmed straight away. We'll kick on into heat number 5. Heat 5 of 5. In heat 5, Faye Rogers, Tony Jameson, Tallulah Paisley being supported by Kimchi Big on the YouTube chat. Looking to see Tallulah sparkle. Lara Turner, Neola Thorpe, Abby Farkas, Isabel Morgan, Zora Lelu, Drew Dill and Ruby Greenhalf. I do. For years I've been doing a bit of regional swimming commentary as well, and it's lovely to see some names that I've commentated on when they were like 10, 11, 12 years old, now swimming. Back they come. Final 25 then. Oh, this could be the best of the heats of the lot, because I can't separate these two. Tallulah Paisley and Lara Turner for Brunel and Northumbria are going to go towards the wall, but Turner just moving away, and on the far side now in 6 and 7, Isabel Morgan and Zara Leilu. Yeah, Leilu finishes third. Tallulah Paisley finishes second, 105.5. Lara Turner, 104.34. So they'll have to wait and see. As well as the medal finals this evening, of course, we do have the B finals as well, where we'll have the second fastest 10 swimmers. So without seeing the official results so far as a whole, you could see Lara Turner and Tallulah Paisley again a little later on tonight. Are they in the top 20? That's the number you got to be in. Now, once we've had the female, we now have the open male. And here we are, heat number 1. Tom Jevons, James Goodwin, Frankie Back and Andrew Sangster. Andrew Sangster, 22-year-old from Warwick University, S9 para swimmer. 104's coming in for Goodwin and Back. But it's Tom Jevons ahead of Frankie Back. Jevons is a 104.7. Oh, there's only 2 tenths separating those three, in fact. And sadly, it looks like our S9, Andrew Sangster, is exiting the competition. So we'll just focus on the front now. In lane 4, James Goodwin, representing Cardiff, will bring it on home. Quick finishing Tom Jevons, though, for BUCS. 104.7 against a 105.87. And Frankie Back, 111.7 he finishes with. And Julie Gusson says, let's go Jev, our kitten. I mean, we love to embarrass people here, don't we? Heat 2 coming up in just a moment. And this one should be a full pool. Just looking across, I can count 10 swimmers. Still got the confirmed results on the in-venue, and we can't move on until that's flicked over. There we go. Got our list of names now in venue and on screen, of course. Joseph Duval, Stephen Locke, James Howard, Dan Fernandez, Harry Waite, Felix Hale, Oliver Carter, Ben Shelton, Luke Black and Alessandro Casati. And Bobby Reed says, Heat 2, cold-hearted killer Harry Waite of St Andrews takes no prisoners. Oh, you put the mockers on him now, haven't you? What can he do? I'll tell you what, he's leading actually, so you're okay there, Bobby. Harry Waite, 27.66 to halfway, then Ben Shelton, Felix Hale, Luke Black, Alessandro Casati, a second separating the top 5. Harry Waite leads. Got a big let's go Joe as well from Caitlin Lamson. But here comes your leader, Harry Waits for no man. And he represents St Andrews. He'll take this one. 59.46 for Harry Waite. That is a massive personal best. 102.5 he came in with. 3 seconds in a 100-metre fly. No prisoners indeed. Ben Shelton, Luke Black, second and third. That result confirmed. And we can move on to heat number 3. In this one, Matt Gordon, Adam Ryan, Sam Wiles, Rory Munn, Cameron Shaw, James LeGrice, Alex Peaty, no Alex Peaty, Alex Keegan, Marcus Chung and Thomas Cass. Sadly 2 empty lanes in this one, actually 3 and 6 missing. That's a surprise really. You might see that on day 2 and day 3, but you don't see too many missing lanes on day 1. Obviously as fatigue sets in and they qualify for finals and they want to prioritise one race over another. So yeah, it's seen quite a few empty lanes sadly. But all of these individual athletes and competitors know what they're doing. James LeGrice leads then 25 seconds to the halfway mark. And he's absolutely tearing through the water. Now, he's going to lay down another marker under 60 seconds here. We thought Harry Waite was quick. This will be even quicker. Blimey, 57.32. That is fantastic. At the moment, that is most definitely a B final time. Of course, have to wait for all confirmation of all of our heats. Matt Gordon second, 102.76, and a 10th back, Alex Keegan for Glasgow and Edge Hill. We are not hanging around. Dylan Wolven, Ewan Houston, Tom Garner, Lewis Chapman, Josh Kelly, Tom Adamson, Matt Hind, Arvin Razai Kalantre, Lucas Tompkins and Matt Batchelor. Have one more heat after this one. So this is a split one, isn't it? Look, in lane 1 and in lane 7, there's Ewan Houston and Arvina Razai Kalantere. Not as fast as the 25 seconds of Shaw previously. But look at him go. Leaving the middle of the pack, absolutely behind. Ewan Houston of Glasgow leads the way. In Southern, still Arvin Razai Kalantere of Durham, but it will go to the former. And in lane number 8, Lucas Tompkins of Plymouth is going to grab 3rd place. All of them under 60 seconds. Ewan Houston 58.33. First time he's gone sub 60. So well done, Ewan. The first time under 60 seconds for both Arvin Razai Kalantere and Lucas Tompkins as well, actually. All 3 of those new personal bests. Heat 4 confirmed. On to heat number 5. Liam Marshall, Jack Pallant, Georgios Manalopoulos, Ethan Wright, Michael Flynn, Joseph Rees, Louis Dove, Jack Haynes, Matt Chandler and Chris Littleton. Now, ever so short delay. I can't see a lane 1 swimmer, although there's 2 behind the blocks, and now the swimmers are being asked to exit the block. I think lane 6, Joseph Rees, was a bit late to the blocks. He's only just putting his swim cap on here, having a bit of a struggle with it as well. Gets it on at the 2nd attempt. We've got a Let's Go Ethan, that's my captain, from Caitlin Lansom. Keep those messages coming in online. And can you do me a favour right now? Just give this stream a like. Give it a thumbs up. It does help with the older YouTube algorithm. It exposes the BUCS family to a wider audience. And who wouldn't want to enjoy it? So hit that thumbs up button for us. That would be much appreciated. If you're enjoying yourself, of course. We are in the venue, most certainly. Away they go. This is our final heat of the 100-metre butterfly. Louis Dove, Liam Marshall, lane 0. Here we go again, Joseph Rees. And then Jack Pallant. So look at this, all happening on the far side, isn't it? Louis Dove of Leeds in 6th in the green cap leads the way. 10 metres to the finish line, coming through in 1 nicely. Jack Pallant for Marjan. In lane 7, Jack Haynes for Portsmouth. On the outside in 9, Chris Littleton. Littleton gets 2nd place from lane 9. 59.7, 58.46 for Louis Dove though, representing Leeds. 58.46. PB by over a second. Chris Littleton in lane 9. Surely that's a massive PB as well. Yes, it is the first time he's gone sub 60 seconds. Oh, we have a heat 6. That will teach me to turn over the paper. And in heat number 6, Sam Cornish, Jack Turrell, Ian Creasy Rogers, Oliver Saunders, Cameron Gordon, Hugo Bellamy, Lucas Dyson Diaz, Joseph Sadler, Ewan Cowan, and Ben Horton. Right then, a white cap in 6, Lucas Dyson Diaz. Representing Durham. They've had a good day so far, haven't they, Durham? The name's been popping up all over the place. Fight behind him, but they're not going to take the win away. 57.8. No, Sam Cornish, 56.3. Oh, this lane 0 is ever so slightly, so annoying. Ever so slightly obscured. I'm going to stand up from now on. 56.3 for Sam Cornish. His entry time coming in was 59 seconds. Dyson Diaz, 57.8. PB by 0.6 of a second. And Ollie Saunders for Bath. 58.82. Just outside his personal best. Now, opposite end of the pool we go for the 50-metre races now. Breaststroke for the female and the open male competition. In Heat 1, we will be watching from lane 2, Ella Whiteley, Natalia Kelsall, Caitlin McKay, Nathuli Saram and Charlie Ann Marshall. And now we are ready to go. See those swimmers on the far side. They are our... Well, Heat 2 is stood behind the blocks. Heat 3, 4, 5 on the far side. That's why there's so many swimmers over there right now. There's not a lot of waiting time when you're queued up for a 50 metres race. So we need about 4 or 5 heats there at one time. Away we go. Now 39 seconds is the entry time, plus a couple of tenths for every single swimmer here. So this should be a blanket finish. A lot of them will be. just fingertips out in front. Here's Caitlin McKay representing York. To her right-hand side, Nathuli Saram of Kiel, looking like second place right now. Anything under 39 is a new PB. It will be just one for Caitlin McKay, 38.64. First time she goes sub 39. Well done, Caitlin. Heat 1 done, and we'll go straight back to the start. And we'll go for heat number 2.
Next up is heat 2.
Morgan King, Bronte Jordan, Maddie Good, Rachel Bloodorn, Grace Merrin, Emily Pilton, Bethany Smith, Lucy Park, Theodora Warnham and Ruby Hurd. In they go, and up they come. Yeah, once again, a bit like we saw with the turns, it's always interesting to see tactically who spends more time under the water in that aerial position, who wants to get up and just get a stroke in. Just do whatever Adam Peaty does, copy that. In 4, Grace Merrin of Surrey, and in 2, Maddie Good for Manchester. Also, in fact, lane number 8, Theodora Warner. She could sneak in here, definitely top 3. Can she get a win? No, second place for her. 38.54 for Grace Merritt, 38.69 Warner, and 38.95 for Maddie Good. They're your top 3, all confirmed straight away. Merrin there, 1400ths outside of her personal best. And on to heat number 3. Sophie Portier, Beth Elms, Emily Gaskell, Amelia Ray, Olivia Hussey, Jennifer O'Callaghan, Molly Oakley and Chloe Simpson are our 8 in the pool. Once again, it's between 3 right now. Amelia Ray for Liverpool in 4, Jennifer O'Callaghan, Liverpool in 6. And then Southern, Molly Oakley. Which way is it? Exactly that order. 36.9 for Amelia Ray. That's 2/10 off her personal best with a 37.10 coming in. All confirmed straight away. O'Callaghan 37.01. That is 0.49 off her entry. So well done, Liverpool, in heat number 3. Straight on to heat number 4. No hanging around here. Going to be 7 heats in total, by the way. Great to see all the flags around the venue too, of the different clubs, unis and nationalities actually. Lovely stuff. Heat 4, Olivia Bevan, Jennifer Storm, Sophie Kershaw, Charlotte McClure, Emilia Verbite, Katie Mitchell, Lauren Vaughan, Bryony Williams, Laura Ferrenbach and Molly Renton. Once again, lane 4 in Southern 2, that's Bryony Williams, and in 4, Emilia Verbite. Yeah, Verbite gets it for Southampton, 36.4. Just 2700ths clear of Bryony Williams. Heat number 5. Emily West in lane 0, then Abigail Beach, Michaela Stephen, Evie Palmer-Jones. We jump to Millie Widdop, Samantha Wickett, Agarad Larriman, Liza Hill and Anna Lehman. Lane 0, nice, Emily West, the Leicester in 5, Millie Widdop though for Nottingham. And it will be Millie that gets there, Emily West second, and Liza Hall over in lane number 8. The entire pool involved in the top 3 there. Widdop, West and Hill confirmed your top 3. 34.92 for Widdop, a 1.1 second personal best for her. Heat number 6. Tay Blair, Lucy Clifford, Emily Klatcher, or was it Claysha? Laura Head, Amelia Morris, Annabelle Blaney, Sophie Baker, Anna de Grossa, Amy Fowles and Caitlin McNicholas. The quick starters again. This could be the 3rd win in a row from 4, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, there's less than a metre separating those 6. A little bit of work to do for those 3 on this side, but it is Amelia Morris for Plymouth that will lead the way home. But here comes in 6 Sophie Baker. Baker gets it, 35.05. In fact, Anna de Grossa for Strathclyde gets 2nd place. Let's look at the times here, because Amelia Morris was leading with like 5 metres to go, and there is hundredths of a second between them. But it's the home swimmer, Sophie Baker, that takes the win, 35.05. And that's a PB by 25 hundredths of a second as well. And finally, heat number 7 for the women. Tatiana Kinsler, Ellie Hersant, Phoebe McNicholas, Katie Simpson, Katie Stobbs, Rebecca Amor, Adriana Antonio, Elizabeth Brearley, Lily Harris and Flora Forrest. And I'm looking at lane number 8 here, Lily Harris representing Surrey. Also on this near side in 0 and 2, Tatiana Kinsler and Phoebe McNicholas. Here comes Ellie Hersant, here comes Rebecca Amor. I'm not calling this one, blimey, wow. Lily Harris takes it, 34.38. A 10th back Phoebe McNicholas in 2. Then we jump to 9 for Flora Forrest of Durham. They're your top 3. Wow, you can't take your eyes off the finish line in some of these, can you? And even when you do, you've still got to look at the scoreboard and see actually what happened. Open male, 50 breaststroke. And there will be seven heats also. First up, Rohit Philip Panikal, Ed Gaston and Will Taylor. 35 and 36 seconds are their entry times. Side by side. Who gets it? It is Ed Gaston for Plymouth, 34.54. Personal best for him. Personal best for Rohit Philip Panikal of Bristol. Those times confirmed. William Taylor, 36.55. Oh, 500ths of a second outside his personal best. Nearly a trio. Carrie Ann, Matthew Rothwell, William Newman, Joe Neil Jones, Can Yurick, Will Geary, Cameron Shaw, Archie Barker and Tom Belshaw take part in heat number 2. And it's the red cap of Cardiff in 5 that leads. It's Will Geary in 4. Quick finishing Joe Neil Jones. And he takes it at 33.52. See a stroke right there in the last 10 metres. Went through the roof. Joe Neil Jones, 33.52. Ahead of Will Geary. And then Barker. Big PB as well for Joe Neil Jones. Heat 3, Jake Turner, James Hargreaves, Lucas Lawman, Jacob Thompson, Christian Rullison, Nimath Ukesh, Adam Scrutton, Oliver Poulsen, Tom Bale and Sean Lee. Through halfway, looks like Lucas Lawman representing Warwick. Really good stroke as well. Looking really strong, isn't he? 31.58, my goodness, it's strong. 33.7 coming in. Massive PB. James Hargreaves second for Surrey, and Tom Bale for Bristol in third, 33.45. Just for some perspective, that heat time there would have actually got him into heat 7 if it was a qualifying time. That might, now, because it might squeeze into a B final. I think it's quite quick enough. Heat 4, Angus Young, Rafael Cortelis, Carlos Urige, Morgan Quito, Zygomantis Vanouskis, Guy Tinwell, Murray Prose, Matt Gordon, Pat Locklew and Soma Marhofer. Some serious names in that lineup, isn't there? Down the middle, it's 4. It's Zygomantas Vanouskis representing Leicester, leading with 10 to go. Here comes Morgan Quito. Can he take it away? Here comes Carlos Urige. Those 3 in that order. Wow, what a finish. 31.99 for Zygomantas Vanouskis. And that time is confirmed too. And he's got a new PB by 1/100th of a second. Lovely. Heat 5, Toby Lang, Joe Fletcher, Sam Mead, Ben Rogers, Sam Rennie, Toby Ranson, Tom Power, Yuto Watanabe, Tony Anderson and Jack Senior. Well, I haven't spoken yet because I was waiting to see who was in the lead. I can't quite pick any of them apart. I'm going to look at the timing board here. It is Toby Lang, 31.43 from lane 0. I had no idea who was going to win that one with 5 metres to go. Yuto Watanabe of Warwick, 31.55. 100th back, Joe Fletcher, 1:56. 3, I'll tell you why, because there was 600th of a second separating 2, 3 and 4 and 5. And Toby Lang, 31.43 and 0, got it though. PB by 0.6 of a second. Heat 6 already. David Blair, Adam Sanufi, Lewis Chapman, Oliver Richardson, Alex Beard, Ethan Stannard, Arthur Llewellyn, Jack Iverson, Josh Thompson, David Eddy. And you'd expect both of these last 2 heats to be exactly the same. Really, like, you can't pick a winner right now through halfway. Yes, you can see in Southern that it's Jack Iverson for Lancaster, and he's looking really good. In fact, this is going to be a win for him, surely. Coming back in the pink cap in 5, Ethan Stannard for Portsmouth, but no, it will go. 30 seconds, 0-0. He can't believe it. He looked at the scoreboard and looked in the air and gave a big like a yes, but an oh no at the same time. That's brilliant. Jack Iverson, his entry time was 31, he's just gone 30. Oh, how he would have wished that was 100th of a second quicker. You can't be that picky though, can you? Heat Southern, right. Hundredths of seconds here between not just your winner, but your top 5 or 6. Atticus Strickland, Arthur Gauthier, James Quinn, Lee Ito, Matthew Garrity, William Murray, Isaac Ung, Nathan Holmes, Sidney Fenwick and Luke Whitten. Even on the entry times now, there's like a quarter of a second separating all 10 of the entry times. Once again though, Lane Southern out in front. This time it's the Blue Cap of Bath belonging to Nathan Holmes. Coming through the middle on the inside, Matt Garrity for Strathclyde. Also in 3, Late Ito, UCL. But no, Nathan Holmes, Lane Southern, 29.69. Crikey, Nathan Holmes, he's never been under 30 seconds before. He's absolutely blown the doors off. 29.69. Late Ito for UCL, 29.91. Ties with Sidney Fenwick of UWE, yes! University West of England. Wonderful, well done. No favouritism here. That was a second of a personal best as well. And Leito, first time he's gone sub 30. Brilliant, brilliant times. Well done to all those, not just getting PBs, but particularly going under those really significant milestones, like 30 seconds in the 50. Now, after that excitement, we go back to the female competition. It's the 200-metre individual medley. Just one heat here now. We've already seen, there was only 4 heats in total, and we've seen heats 2, 3 and 4. So there's 2 lanes missing. We do have, in lane 1, Grace Harvey from Manchester. She's an SM6 category swimmer. Libby Gotta, SM15 for Southampton. St Andrews teammates Jenny Galloway, Amber Stevenson in 3 and 4. Daisy Alliston leads Beckett in 5. And then we jump all the way, swimming on her own really. SM9 for Nottingham, Elia Basakoglu. So, just one heat. That's quite rare, isn't it? Oh, there's plenty of photos being taken. There's clearly somebody quite favourite in here. To my left-hand side. Oh, maybe they're doing videos instead of photos. Yeah, maybe. Got a big Rode shotgun mic on the top. Lane 4, Amber Stevenson, St Andrews will lead the way. Her teammate in lane 3 is occupying 3rd position because Libby Gotta of Southampton is just a body length off our leader. So on to the breaststroke, and as we know, we say it all the time, but we'll say it again. Everything can change in a medley. If you're particularly good at a stroke and very competent at all the rest, it can really mix up the order. Of course, we do have a couple of heats of the medley team relay coming up shortly as well, the mixed medley relay. My favourite event of the entire schedule. Continues to lead at 150, and she'll turn at 2 minutes 0.8. 3 seconds clear of Libby Gotta. Jenny Galloway, and then Daisy Alliston, your top 4. Then they'll freestyle all the way home. So we're going to have a fairly sizable break, because the finals aren't until 5 o'clock, and we're going to be done well before 3 o'clock. maybe even by like 2:45 or so. 5 o'clock is the final session, a B final and an A final in every single event we've seen so far today. The fastest 10 race for medals, the second fastest race for glory. Amber Stevenson then 2:39.21. Just outside her personal best. I was just double checking that there. Libby Gotter, Jenny Galloway, 2:43 and 47 respectively. Then Daisy Alliston in lane 1. Manchester's Grace Harvey. She is our SM6 category swimmer. Libby Gotter, of course, she's the SM15. And in lane number 8, she has 2 lanes empty to her left-hand side in this one. Must have felt quite lonely out there in lane number 8. Alia Basakoglu for Nottingham in the SM9. Come in with a 3:18. Going to be outside that as she'll close out heat number 1 for us. Of 1, that's it. Next up, you can already see the gents waiting patiently next to their starting blocks. This is officially event 110, the open 200 metre individual medley, open male category. 4 competitors in this one. Oh, there'll be a short delay as the swimmers leave the pool side. Usually go over the top here. Oh, I think protocol, if you've got SM swimmers who might leave the pool side before the next heat, that's about right. And the 4 whistles means we are ready. Will Naylor for Edge Hill, Owen Johnson UCL, Oliver Poulsen for Kiel, and Will Sutcliffe representing York. So, who's got the best butterfly? Who's got the best backstroke? Who's got the best breaststroke? And who can bring it home on a freestyle?
AmeriCamp is one of our amazing sponsors of BUCS Nationals 2024. With AmeriCamp, you can work at an American summer camp at $2,000.
On the backstroke, it was Will Sutcliffe that led through the opening leg. However, already halfway through the backstroke, and Owen Johnson is showing his class. Ollie Poulsen of Kiel has been right up there with them through the entire first half, just falling off the pace of Will Naylor of Edge Hill. They've all got 2:24s on their entries. Now, will the breaststroke split things up, or will it bring things back together? Will Sutcliffe takes the lead once again. Told you it can chop and change here. And he's looking to build a good couple of metres advantage into those final 50. Just falling off the pace, Owen Johnson in 4. So a 2-man race to the finish line. And there we go, 151 over 153 and a half. 2.5 second lead then for Will Sutcliffe over Ollie Poulsen into the final 50. And with 25 to go, that looks like it's going to be enough, unless Poulsen can turn on the afterburners. Not going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4 in that order. Nothing going to change now. So good swim from Will Sutcliffe. Led in the opening leg, got pulled back in the second, pulled away again in the third, and brought it home in the fourth. 2:26.07. None of them matching their entry times. They were all 2:24s. Owen Johnson 2:35.17, and Will Naylor 2:45.62. They could all do a bit better, and they'll all come back for more later in these championships, I'm certain. Get those times confirmed on the in-venue scoreboard. When the red turns blue, there we go. And we can move on to heat number 2.
That result is official. Heat 2 coming up.
And 9 of the scheduled 10 in the pool. Jamie Chan, Ewan McDonald, Ethan Carr, Liam Marshall, Matt Rothwell, James Dakin, Ben Shelton, Simon Parker-Cox and James Inglis. So halfway, and it is the golden yellow cap of Glasgow and Ewan McDonald, 104.43. And there are most definitely, well, let's call it the entire pool in this one. Maybe your James Inglis got plenty of work to do, but elsewhere, with 2 strokes to complete, we can see on our screens here that it's still the Glasgow man, Ewan McDonald. Maybe just being overtaken now on the breaststroke in 3 by Ethan Carr. He's representing Sheffield Hallam. He's done some miles in this pool, believe me. And then in 6, James Dakin of Leeds. So Ethan Carr, James Dakin, Ewan McDonald. McDonald from 1st down to 3rd. What can he pull back on the freestyle? In lane number 8, not going badly, Simon Parker-Cox for Leicester. In fact, he's going very nicely. He could come back into the top 3. He's overtaken Ewan McDonald now. He's now hunting down in lane 6, James Dakin. This is a great freestyle from Simon Parker-Cox. Out in front though, James Dakin. And Ethan Carr will go into the wall, and it will be Dakin, 2:20.37. 1.5 second personal best for him. Ethan Carr, 2:21.62. He's gone a bit quicker than that before. And not the best swims for Liam Marshall or Matt Rothwell. They were the fastest on paper, finishing 5th and 8th. So that one, great race at the front, great finish from Leicester, but it goes to Leeds. Oh, DQ for Ethan Carr, sadly. For Sheffield Hallam, he was swimming in lane number 3. Heat number 3. Our final individual heats of this session. After that, just a couple of, I say just a couple of, the medley relays. Great way to end it. Off we go then, heat 3, Atticus Strickland, Jack Turrell, Theo Clark, Ben Fielder, David Coyle, Ben Simpson, Josh Mitchell, Adam Jones, Adam Tabernacle and James Dobney. Once again, don't forget, full schedule and results can be found on the BUCS website. That's bucs.org.uk. Don't forget to pick up your New Balance National stash from our online store, www.bucs-shop.com. We are very proud to be promoting the Milk Every Moment campaign this week. It's a great post-race drink, milk. Top-notch source of high-quality protein. Visit milkeverymoment.com for more info. And as always, AmeriCamp are here. You can go and teach at an American summer camp this summer, earn $2,000, teach your favourite sport, and you get 30 days to travel after you've finished. Sign me up. I wish. 20 years late, never mind. Racing. Leader in 2, Theo Clark for Sheffield Hallam. In lane 3 to his side, Ben Fielder for Warwick. On the far side in lane number 8, Adam Tabernacle representing Durham. There your front 3. I'm going to include actually in 9, most definitely James Dobney in this for Sheffield Hallam, because he's going to turn side by side with Adam Tabernacle, just 2 tenths separating those two. Back they come then. These are the 4 we're going to be watching for the next 50 metres, particularly the front 2. Still leading, Ben Fielder over Theo Clark. Keep your eye on lane number 8, particularly Adam Tabernacle of Durham. He's chasing on the heels of Theo Clark, but nobody's going to catch a leader. Ben Fielder representing Warwick University. What's his time going to be? It's going to be sub 2:20 by a mile. 2:16.16 for him. 400ths of a second, quicker than his PB. Well done. Every 100th matters. Adam Tabernacle second, 2:17.47. That must be a PB for him. Yes, it is, by almost a second. Theo Clark, 2:18.38. Not quite as fast as he's gone before, but great racing. Now, look at all those swimmers now. That means one thing. We are going into relays. We're going to enjoy 2 heats. Going up in heat number 1 from lane 1, no lane 0 this time, or lane 9. Got Bangor, Northumbria 2, Brooks, Imperial, Edgehill, Newcastle, University Central Lancashire 1, and University Central Lancashire 2. And Caitlin's back on the YouTube chat. Go Bangor. They're in lane 1. They will have a big task on their hand if they're going to compete in this one. They're a good sort of 20-30 seconds behind the faster entries from Imperial and Edgehill. So early doors, Newcastle, Bangor. I'm going to eat my words, aren't I? Imperial, Brooks, Edgehill, UCL 1 and 2, and Northumbria 2 in 8th place right now. So have Bangor front-loaded their squad. They're clear second here, but clear out in front. Look at Newcastle go. What a backstroke. Going to be almost sub 60. Very close. 101.78 on the 100 back for Newcastle. In the finals, we'll have the individual names as well. Don't have them here just for the heats. And I think Bangor might be leading at the halfway stage. I always say, just to cover my own back, I always say entry times, they're only a guide. Only a guide. And they are going to lead through, just about actually. I think Newcastle hanging on, in fact, through 150. There will be Bangor by 2 seconds. Bangor, Newcastle. Oh, there's a gap, isn't there? Imperial, Edgehill, Brooks. Now, we'll come back to this because I wouldn't be surprised at all if these gaps do get bridged and taken over. because we've got the breaststroke up next, and this is such a game changer. However, Banger lead by a good 5 metres at the halfway stage. Well, well, well. 5:11 was their entry time. They've gone through halfway in 2:14. And the butterfly swimmer, I said breaststroke, didn't I? Butterfly swimmer, she's given it some on the opening 50. She's left to hold off Newcastle in 6 are early leaders. In 5 coming back now, Edge Hill. In 4, that is Imperial. They're having a good time too. Come on, Banger. 2:46.9, 150 to swim, 50 on the butterfly, and then a 100-metre freestyle dash. It is closing, the gap is closing. Who have they got on their final legs? They're still going to lead by a few metres here. Early leaders Newcastle, the closest change, but there's been no change in the order really. It's Banger, it's Newcastle, it's Edge Hill, it's Imperial. Then in 3 it's Brooks Uni. So here we go. Great dive in from Edge Hill, pulled right up alongside Newcastle. Banger, can they hold on? Oh, don't we love medleys? This is why, this is exactly why. Oh, the gap's closing. The gap is closing. It was 3 seconds. It's not going to be that with 50 metres to go. It's going to be halved. Oh my goodness. It's still Banger, Newcastle, Edge Hill. It's only going to be these 3. Too much to do for Imperial, too much to do for Edge Hill. Newcastle led early on, then they fell behind Banger by a good 5-6 metres, but they brought it back here. Banger down to 3rd, Newcastle now lead Edge Hill into the final 10 metres. Medley racing at its absolute finest. Congratulations Newcastle, 4:27.09. Edge Hill, 0.8 of a second back, and Banger, well, hats off, 4:31.55. That is, let me get this right, 41 seconds quicker than their entry time for Banger. I mean, come on. Well, one more time, let's do it. Start glancing at the YouTube chat box there. I was getting a bit too excited. Yep, Tyler, absolutely correct. Newcastle and Edge Hill were too strong in the freestyle for Banger to keep up. Good fun to watch though, isn't it? Here we go then, Heat 2. Kiel, Lancaster 2, Warwick 2, Bournemouth, Lancaster 1, Queen Mary, St Andrews 2, Liverpool, Exeter, Kent. I can see a massive support at poolside. Just look, when we go down the pool, keep your eye on the far side of the pool, about halfway. Oh, is that... I can't quite see the logo on the team jersey. It's green, so I think it's Lancaster. It's the right type of green. That's what I'm going with. We'll find out if they cheer later on. Right then, look at this. We're 15 metres into the opening leg, and there's a 5 metre difference from first to last. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous in a really good way. And this will all change too. Don't read almost anything into this. This is just where you're putting your swimmers, what order. It's all tactics. It'll all come back together. Although I said Banger were not going to win, and they nearly did, so maybe it won't come back together. Don't listen to me. not listen to anything I say. Warwick 2 will lead ahead of Lancaster 1. And in Southern, that's Liverpool. Warwick, Lancaster, Liverpool, Lancaster 2, Kiel. Yeah, it's great support at poolside from the team Lancaster. Really, really great to see. Right, 2 up top, side by side. Warwick 2, they've moved into second place behind Lancaster 1 by a tenth of a second. Third place, Lancaster 2. Fourth place, Kiel. Fifth place, somewhere between Bournemouth and now in lane 7, Liverpool, who were so strong early doors. Now lane 4, Lancaster 1. There'll be a big cheer from poolside. They've got loads of support here if they can pull this one off. Warwick 2 in second place. And these two teams miles ahead, aren't they? Is this too much? Quite likely. The only 3 that could potentially do it, oh, let's say 4, definitely in 0 and 1. Got Kiel and Lancaster 2. And then in lane 3, you've still got Bournemouth. And then in Southern, you've still got Liverpool. So not really any change, other than right now in lane 4, Lancaster 1. Make a bit of a move on Warwick 2. And this, I can't believe the size of this gap actually. They took off side by side 100 metres ago, and now there's going to be possibly 10-metre gap. In fact, in 1, Lancaster 2 are going to come through here to take potentially second place into the freestyle. I don't think they can possibly catch Lancaster 1. Because they are away and done. Clean air, clean water for Lancaster 1. And then in 2 and 1 lanes, Lancaster 2 and Warwick. So Lancaster having a great time here. But back come our leaders. Lancaster 1. It's all done and dusted. This is a victory length for them. Second and third to be decided. It's Warwick ahead of Lancaster 2. Quick finishing coming. Keep your eye here on lane number 6. St Andrews 2 in the final few 50 metres. They are coming back strong. Could take third place here from absolutely nowhere. 4:13.34 for Lancaster 1. They take the win. Second place will be Warwick 2. They were there for so long. Lancaster 2 hold on for third place, 4:23.52. And the fast finishing St Andrews just ran out of steam in the last 15 metres. But another great one to watch. And we're nearly done. Just Queen Mary to come in, 4:45. And then let's not forget about Kent in lane number 9. They've just got 50 metres to swim. And that will conclude, when it happens, session 1B. 5 o'clock is the finals. I'll mention that again in a second. So you've got a massive gap here now. If you're not swimming, of course, if you're warming up, come back around about 4 to warm up. But if you're just watching and enjoying, 5 o'clock finals, potentially world record. Dan Whiffin is going to go for it. He's told us he's going for it. Cannot wait. Lane 9, Kent will close out the session, 5:26.84. And that is us done. a big thank you to all of our competitors, especially all of our officials and volunteers giving us their time, timekeepers behind the scenes that you never see, and of course you online for joining us. Thank you so much for getting involved on the YouTube chat as well. I'm going to leave you with a short video of our very important sponsors. Be back here at 5 p.m. Enjoy your break. We'll see you soon.
If you're doing BUCS, you should be at AmeriCamp next summer.